Hey everybody, welcome back. David Eon here with a vintage showcase. And also LPH is here. She's hiding behind the camera. Hello LPH, how are you today?
Hi.
So we had gone to the Retro Toy Swap and I did a live there, and then we did a haul video afterwards because we found some crazy stuff, including this, and a lot of people were really intrigued by this toy because many of you have never seen this before. I knew what it was and I was like, oh crap, I want that. This is the 1963 Ideal Toy Corporation Beverly Hillbillies Jalopy, based off of the TV show, of course, the 60s sitcom, the Beverly Hillbillies. They made a toy. They made a big, silly, crazy toy with 5 figurines. They're not action figures, they are figurines, and a blow mold jalopy. And this is, what, 62 years old almost. Almost 62 years old. Now, you don't see these very often. You do not see these very often. And I'll pull this out a little bit here in a moment and show you some of the pieces. And it's not entirely complete. There are some pieces that are missing. Little things like there's a saw, and there's a couple of lanterns that go with this, and a little stool, you know, little odds and ends accessories like Granny's shotgun here that she's holding. Little bits and pieces that accessorize, like you see I've got some of the barrels here, and like a trash can or whatever it is with a lid. They had all sorts of little blow mold cheap plastic accessories. They had a washboard to go with this wash tub. Don't put a hole in the wash tub. Who said that? That's the jug band, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, little odds and ends, but I have most of the pieces that accessorize this. It's a big toy. It's about 22 inches long. Soft blow mold plastic throughout, except for the figures, which are made out of a harder, almost like a polycarb. They're hollow, and I'll hold them up one at a time so you can get a look at them. They are hollow plastic, and this is that type of plastic that if you drop it, it'll probably shatter like glass. So you got to be careful with these. That was Jeb, obviously. Here's...
Is it Jeb or Jed?
Jed, I don't remember.
I thought it was always Uncle Jed. But now I got an uncle and we call him Jed.
Okay.
So that's probably where I'm getting that from.
There's Ellie Mae Clampett. And these were obviously cast in a solid plastic and then accessorized with paint. Like you see, they painted her face and her hat in her hand, and then here's Granny holding the shotgun. She has a hole right there that she can hold either the shotgun or a cane that came with this.
Oh, okay.
And they painted her face, hands, and hat on a red mold. And this one is weird because it has an odd cutout for the seat, because she absolutely sits on this chair. Now, they were cast in different colors also. So you can find these figures for this set in different colors. I've seen them in brown, mixed up different ways. Instead of a red Granny, you might have a blue Granny, a gray Granny, and so on. Here's the Hound Dog. That's a tough piece to get, is the Hound Dog here.
You can't see his features.
Yeah.
Hardly, because it's all
he's looking
solid.
up. Yeah, he's looking up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jed here.
That's Jethro.
Jethro, excuse me, yes. Jethro here, who is behind the steering wheel, and he's trapped in a seated position. And they're sort of posing like a scene from one of their still shots, because they're all looking out to the right, and as you saw, Ellie Mae is even waving.
Yeah.
So, and they're here, you see they painted his face, hands, and his hair. Now, what's unique about this particular toy, this one still works.
Okay.
This one still works. And I'm going to take some of these pieces off because I want to show you underneath. I'm going to show you underneath the carriage here. Jethro,
does the chairs come off?
yes, all of this unplugs.
Oh, okay, okay.
But Jethro kind of looks like Jack Palance there, actually. But I'll just take a few of the loose pieces off, you know, the little ladder and things like this. And you see, it's just blow mold. And I'll turn this over. Jethro should be okay where he is. And you look underneath the vehicle, and there's a cardboard tube with a little gearbox, and there's a spring. And you turn the crank at the front of the vehicle, and then this will drive. And so I'm going to give Lou a heart attack,
Oh, God.
because I know Lou is probably watching, because the instructions are, okay, and I won't overdo it. The instructions actually say crank it 20 times, and then it has a warning not to over wind it. And I'm like, you're selling this to little kids. Crank it 20 times. Oh, but don't overdo it. Yeah, okay.
You know them kids gonna lose count once they get about 12, 13.
Yeah, that's why almost none of these still work. But there's the little crank there, and you turn it, and you'll hear it. And you hold it in place for a moment. And I'm not going to overdo it because it doesn't need to go.
10.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to let it go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
There he goes.
Oh,
You're
Lord.
not watching it.
I am. It went fast.
Yeah, well, I told you. But,
Oh, it still had some in there.
yeah. I don't know if you got enough of that.
I got enough.
Are you still breathing, Lou? I know Lou is probably going to watch this, and he was terrified when I was on the live, even just touching this. Because he's like, oh, God, don't do it.
He touches toys. I don't touch nothing. My hand ain't touching none of my stuff.
I'll show you the other side here and then the
Okay.
back, so that you can get a good idea of how it looks all the way around. And it's, you know, it's not the sturdiest thing. It's not the best construction.
You say that, but it's you said it's what, 62 years old?
Yes.
And it's still around.
It's still around.
And you got some vehicles that was made in 2021
Yeah,
broke.
I know it. That's the thing too. Even though this was made cheaply, it still lasts. It's still held up over the years. And it's a poor testimonial to modern toys and modern action figures, especially within the adult market, that are falling apart right out of the packaging, or that don't work, or that break almost immediately. And you've got this toy, again, 62 years old, almost, still intact. Granted, a lot of them do not run.
Yeah, but it don't run because kids were
Kids
hard
were
on
hard
it.
on it. Yes.
That stuff that was made in 2023, people wasn't hard on it.
No.
You wasn't hard on that He-Man. You took it out the box.
Yeah, that's right. She's,
So, I'm
she's
saying-
talking about the Mondo He-Man unboxing. That went very badly.
Yeah, you probably want to link that for people that didn't see it. He took it out the box and it snapped.
Yes. Mondo has a lot of QC issues. And I'll give it one more shot. Okay, because you're gonna follow.
But back it up some more, because I didn't know
where
what
do you
to
want me to put
expect. Pack it all the way right there.
It's gonna drive.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna take off when you took your hand off. I wasn't ready.
Hold it in place
Okay.
and start giving it a crank.
Okay.
Oh, listen. All right, I'll stop
That's
it.
7.
8. That was 8.
Oh, wait.
Ready?
Yeah.
There it goes.
Oh, it's going for a long time.
Yeah, it'll keep going for a minute, and and I'll let it spin the rest of the way out there. But that is the 1963 Ideal Jalopy. I think in the picture they've got Jethro. I mean, not Jethro. They have Uncle Jed sitting up front, but I want the dog to sit up front.
I think in the intro he was sitting up front. That's why. I think it's supposed to look like the intro.
Yeah, very likely. And there's
I don't remember
Ellie
the
Mae
dog
waving,
though.
the hound dog.
But that show did not hold up because we went back to watch it when my dad was here. I couldn't take it. Oh my God. I remember watching it as a kid and it didn't seem that bad. But going back, like last year this time?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was like, no, I can't do this. I told my dad, I was like, look, you gotta watch something else. I can't do this. Not Beverly Hillbillies.
I did enjoy the song interludes though, because they had in certain times in certain episodes the same person who sang the theme song would sing a song in the middle describing what's going on. He would narrate in song in certain episodes. Those could be really funny. Those could actually be pretty funny. The rest of the show I don't remember that well, to be honest. I used to watch it when I was a kid. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
You know, like I Dream of Jeannie or anything else. I Love Lucy.
Oh, I love Lucy's. Ugh, that's hard to watch.
You see the reruns like a million times when you were a kid, and you look back and it's like, I don't know, man. But oh, I love this. This is fantastic.
Yeah, the toy is cool.
It is. It's a cool toy. Again, there's a few small pieces missing: a stool, an axe, a saw. Piecing this stuff out, though, it will break the bank. You know, it like this cheap thing. I'm glad she's got that little shotgun, but if I were to have to buy that on its own, I'd probably end up paying $30, $40 for it. It can get very expensive. This is an expensive set anyways. Even more so if it works, and if you've got the box, it's your ball game. You know, you can charge whatever you want for it, probably, unless you're on Pawn Stars. Lou sent me a thing from Pawn Stars where they had one of these in the box, and they told him it was worth $500, and I'm like, please.
You know that show is rigged.
Yeah, the show's fake anyway.
But they want you to believe they drove that jalopy from Texas to Beverly Hills.
Hey, they don't build them like this anymore.
Whatever. I don't know how they legally drove that thing.
Oh, no.
On the road.
Well, I mean, if you got pulled over, they're pretty cordial. Yeah, come on in, set a spell.
I like the theme song. Yeah, the theme song was always good. I always like the theme song.
But you know, I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love this kind of stuff. This is a piece of history. It's toy history. It's television history. Again, I wanted to go ahead and do a showcase on this because a lot of people that saw that haul video were like, oh my God, what is that? Or I've never seen that before, or whatever. So here you go. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that most people have probably never seen, vintage toy wise or whatever. There's a lot of stuff I probably haven't seen. You know what I mean? There's great stuff out there to be found, to be had, and it's a lot of fun when you can go to a toy show and find like truly vintage stuff, especially if it's something you hardly ever see, or maybe something you've never seen before. This will never turn up at a show. Well, it turned up at that retro, but I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen anything from this set at any show, even the pieces. I've never seen at any toy show before. So, hey guys, what do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do. Check out some of the other content, and I'll put a link to that He-Man debacle unboxing at the end, and I'll put a link to the showcase also in case you haven't seen it. Please do give us a thumbs up. Share the video if you can. Help the channel grow. Subscribe if you're new. All of that good stuff. And if that is it, then what more can we say? But thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.